Okay, so it's obvious the shit done hit the fan, right? We've been getting killed forever. Lynchings, murders. Everybody knows it's wrong. Everybody's sad about it. Nobody's really doing anything about it, right? And we have people that's basically inciting violence um, directed at the police. Um, is it wrong? Who's to say? Is it right? Who's to say? But at the end of the day, the shit hit the fan. It's going down. So it's a Black Lives Matter protest, right? And then grassy nose snipers picking off cops at the protest. Right. I was just talking to Sade earlier about this, and the one thing I expressed to her, which is the reason why I'm making this video, not little vignettes, not little separate stories. All one story. It's all part of the same picture. All right. So all these killings, black killings, and high profile storylines, and so forth and so forth and so forth, and going forward. That's what they wanted you to see. That's what they wanted you to hear. They wanted to push you, push you, push you, push you, push you. Right? I said you still wasn't waking up. Community activists was pushing you, pushing you, pushing you. Gang violence and community, but you wasn't waking up. Um, it was dual purpose, so it was good. It was good that you wasn't waking up because that means that you're in a complete state of being a zombie, right? In a complete state of being a zombie. Um, but they have to move on to the next agenda. See, Barack's term is up. Either Hillary or Trump is going to be president. Trump is saying we have to make America great again, which means we have to make America white again. This is what he's using to incite the opposite side. And then they gave his campaign tons of media, right? And they always emphasized the violence of the Trump supporters versus the Bernie or Hillary or Democratic protesters, right? They always showed you that over and over and over again. Showed you white people hitting black people. They showed you black people hitting white people, right? And then on the other end, you have Hillary. Now she's running for president. Um, they know that the Clintons, for whatever reason, they have a good rapport in the black community. More so Bill than Hillary, but the Clintons overall. So they break out her emails, right? They give you a little snippet, a little tidbit of what the emails are about, which is basically about her being a racist and um, planning murders of Africans and dismantling African and Islamic countries, so forth and so on, right? You still didn't wake up. That's above your head. Some people picked it up and that got them going, that got them talking. But for the most part, most of you didn't. They started attacking black women and putting it on camera, slamming 16-year-old girls in school, slamming pregnant mothers, wrestling down girls by their hair, everything. But that wasn't enough. You didn't wake up, right? You didn't wake up. I said, damn. Now they just hit you with a barrage of media covering blacks being murdered by police, right? You have Jesse Williams, who takes that moment, right? National, maybe international moment. 15 minutes of fame, right? To give a heart wrenching, heart piercing, mind blowing speech that said what everybody always says, that says what everybody always wanted to say, but didn't have the platform to say it to that many people at that time, right? That got you riled, though. That got you riled. You're starting to wake up, right? Now, Do you think it's a coincidence that in Dallas, during a Black Lives Matter protest, cops got gunned down? Right? This is the hit. This is the retaliation. This is our striking back. This is our moment. We're going for it. We're waging war against the police, right? That's what they want you to believe, right? We're waging war against the police. The police were already waging war against us. We've seen that. We know that. They've been doing it already, right? Now, we see the blue uniform. They don't show us the white hood. So when the FBI put out the report that the Klan was infiltrating police forces across the country, right? Where's the best place to be if you want to do stuff to black people? I mean, they've always used that. There's always been some crooked cops somewhere involved with the Klan, setting up prisoners, taking them out of the prison, allowing them to be lynched, so forth and so on, right? So they getting to do what they getting their jollies off, right? So now that puts you in a position that the only way to fight back is to target what we consider to be the enemy. And since they're not wearing their white sheets when they're doing it, they're wearing the blue uniforms. Mentally, we can only target the blue uniforms, right? Now, do that mean we want to kill cops and stuff? I don't think so. So that means that obviously somebody wanted to kill cops? Yeah. Does that mean that some people will? Yeah. Will that change? Right? What's the good in that? What's the bad in that? Should we sit back and say, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth? I mean, in every sense, every ounce of me, I want to say, what else is going to stop them from killing us? Except for them suffering some casualties of war as well. And yeah, that means they're going to turn it up even more. That means even some of the good cops that weren't about that life are going to be about that life because they worried about their life, right? They worried about their life. So that's going to put them on one side where the line already been drawn. The line been drawn forever. We already know that. That's going to put them on one side, but unified. Now, how many people are going to be unified on this side? And does that unification mean you support Black lives, or does that unification mean you support taking police officers' lives? Which one does that mean by you drawing the line? Or does it matter what it means? Right? Is it you got to choose a side, one or the other? Is that what it's saying? Is that where we're at? Is that where we're at with it? Is that what we're going to do? Like, this is what we're facing right now in America. We're facing Make America Great Again. And the only time that everybody considered America to be great other than us is when we was at the bottom of the food chain. Now we're moving into an age of awakening for us. Are we going to go back to the bottom of the food chain? Can't lie, it looked real bleak for a while there. What's tomorrow going to bring? Now that this happened, what is tomorrow going to bring? Philly is out protesting in droves, right? Other cities are out protesting in droves. The bigger cities, they got it. The smaller cities, y'all being Bamas, like y'all being country, like y'all not catching on, like y'all don't get it, right? So we just had the incident with a young man out Parkside where he shot up a unmarked car that was tinted up, probably thinking it was people that was up to no good. I'm sure he didn't think it was an officer, but it was an officer in it. So a Camden cop has been shot on the streets, right? They watch the same media you do. They're on Facebook just like you. And majority of them are white at the end of the day. From the shore, they already have their preformed concept of who we are here in Camden. Everybody that's around Camden believes that the people in Camden are animals and it needs to be imploded or it needs to be caged in. So now what are they going to start doing? Their numbers are down. Their back is against the wall already. How's it going to affect us here locally? Because believe it or not, this 9 square mile city, it plays a major part in a political game in the United States. When you connect the dots, when you know who's who, when you know who's with who, and who influences who, and who rubs elbows with who, when you follow the trail of the money, you'll see it plays a major part, right? So we in it, whether y'all want to be in it or not. This ain't about just rallying and marching, and it ain't just about that no more. We gave y'all a chance to do that. And most of y'all, you squandered that opportunity. Now the shit done hit the fan. It don't matter who those snipers was at the end of the day, because see, the media is going to dress it up the way that they're told to, and so that the effect of it is going to go the way that somebody or anybody that controls the media wants it to go. That's what we're facing right now in America. That's what we're facing right now in Camden, New Jersey. You don't got to wake up. A bullet could go between your eyes and put you out of your misery without you ever opening your eyes. You don't have to wake up. You can stay asleep. You can walk around in the minefield, hoping that you never step on a bomb, hoping that a claymore never blows your leg off, splits your body in half. You could do that. You've been doing it. Call that the Mr. Magoo approach. You've been doing it. One way or another, it's going down.